Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Alright, let's get back into it. So, we just freed a bunch of captives from the torture room of the Bridge Alliance. Now we gotta go inform the governor, which he's gonna be less than pleased about. How can so much of this be going on without the governor's knowledge? He is either really, really dumb or really, really evil and cunning. And I think it's the latter. Because you don't get to being governor by... Well, I guess that's not true. I was about to say it by being dumb, but you can get to be president by being dumb, apparently.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade, and to what do I owe this honor?
I have been to Asili's laboratory, and what I discovered was abominable. Hundreds of poor souls tortured. Victims of horrifying experiments. There were so many dead that a pit had been dug to burn the bodies.
How horrifying. I cannot believe it.
The natives were not the only victims
Oh,
of
got
these
us War
crimes.
Alliance. Woo.
There were also a number of Nauts.
Nauts? Pardon me for doubting you, but do you have proof of what you say? And have you brought Dr. Asili to me so he may answer these accusations?
Yes, we captured him.
Really? Very well. I will ensure that he is judged as quickly as possible. What was done with the prisoners that were being held in the laboratory?
They were freed. The Donea ex-Regao are satisfied and should call off their attack.
What a relief. Finally, some good news. How can I repay you?
By allowing me to take part in the trial proceedings. What I saw merits justice.
Yes, it does.
And I fear that the accused will find a great many defenders amongst his fellow savants.
It is a rather novel request, but granted. I shall inform the prosecutor. Let us remember that the madness of a man should not cast a shadow upon the greater sum of his work. His research is perhaps our only chance of discovering a remedy. Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
It's tainted research, but we still have to use it. We can't let the knowledge go to waste. Like, otherwise all those people and all that sacrificing and all that torture would have been for nothing. We gotta make it count for something, at least. We gotta make it mean something.
Can you tell me anything about Dr. Asili?
Asili is a man of remarkable knowledge. One of our most brilliant sages.
You already told me that, Your Excellency.
He is one of those rare men who master alchemy, mathematics, and naturalism with equal assiduity. Anatomy has no secrets for him, and medicine is his passion. Do you realize that it was he who perfected the inoculation technique?
Inoculation? What is that?
A novel treatment that allows us to fabricate immunity to sickness, such as the pox. If any man can find a remedy for the Malachor, it would be him.
Not anymore.
I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lady.
So now what? Where's the quest marker pointing us now? You mean the judgment isn't happening here? It's happening in a different building? Okay. And then this attorney's gonna have us try to find some dirt on him, I know. Hey, this looks like my house.
Hello. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
De Sade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. Governor Burren told me to pay you a visit.
Oh, It is you who arrested Dr. Asili and must help me prepare the trial.
Exactly.
Excellent. We will have lots to do if we want the doctor to pay for his crimes. The accused has a lot of support. Any evidence and testimonies you can gather will be useful.
Yep, I
We'll
knew
have
it.
no problem gathering witnesses. His laboratory cells were full of them.
We will call them to the witness box, of course. But be aware that if the victims are natives, their words will unfortunately not carry much weight here.
There were also some Nauts. Perhaps I can also convince some of the doctor's colleagues to talk.
Their testimony will be crucial. The word of other scholars is likely to be the only thing that condemns him. That plus any material evidence you can gather.
I picked up a strange powder in the laboratory. A substance that I've not been able to identify.
You should show it to an alchemist. We need to know what it is to be able to use it.
These documents describe Dr. Asili's work, as well as the horrible experiments he was performing.
Perfect. I will read them in detail. We will no doubt find something to support my prosecution.
I have found a letter proving that Dr. Asili voluntarily transmitted the Malachor to my cousin, Constantin d'Orsay. I would like to add that I too was a victim of this poisoning.
Did the accused try to take the life of the governor of New Serene? This is an extremely serious crime.
Indeed. He saw my cousin and me as the ideal control group to prove his theories. And no humanitarian or diplomatic consideration could put a stop to his ambition.
This letter alone is crucial proof. I will put it on our file.
Do we have any chance of winning?
Yes, I am rather confident. You have provided overwhelming evidence. But if we had witnesses, we would have an even bigger chance of winning.
I will return to you soon. The Nauts should be at the port, and the islanders had to take refuge in Vigshardir. As for the scientists, they said they would go back to the governor's laboratory. I should give this powder to someone who can tell me what it is.
A lot to do. There's a lot to do. Why can't we talk to you now, Afra?
Desade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
I would like you to tell me about Asili.
I was expecting you to come and see me about this. What would you like to know?
Were you aware of Dr. Asili's experiments?
In part, yes. That's why I chose not to be his student any longer.
Why not say anything?
Because I never thought he would go so far. Over time, he became more and more cruel. I found his approach brutal. As if by meeting the natives it deprived him of all humanity. He spoke of them as test subjects, never as people. But there was a time when he was the greatest doctor and scientist in the Alliance. And I clung on to that memory.
You do know that you were captured thanks to him.
Yes, but I thought the natives wanted to trade us merely as prisoners of war. I was blind and stupid. I regret it terribly.
Do you think, as your master does, that science justifies all sacrifices?
No. I may have believed that at one time, without of course ever imagining that we'd resort to such cruel treatment. But Dunkus, you and Siora have opened my eyes to the limits of science. To worship it as we do in the Alliance does not make us better than Teleme.
In your opinion, were the horrors practiced in this laboratory necessary for his research?
No, even if he was convinced of it. General interest outweighs the suffering of a few individuals. He wanted results quickly, to the point of neglecting slower, more humane methods. I hope we'll succeed in ensuring these experiments never happen again.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Would you be willing to testify against Dr. Asili during his trial?
Of course. I was going to talk to you about that. I want to convince my colleagues that we must give up these kind of methods. And even if it costs me dearly, I want my master to pay for what he did. Anything else?
Alright.
I must leave you.
This might have the chance to put the Bridge Alliance back in my good graces. Because, just like with the Order Luminous from San Mateus, I no longer have beef with Teleme. I mean, I still do hate them. I still do wish that they don't exist. I still do wish that they weren't on the island. I still do wish that we weren't allies with them. But I'm not willing to go to war for all that with Thélème. Because they got rid of the problem. They got rid of the Order of Luminous. Now, if the Bridge Alliance can get rid of their problem, then I'll be good with them too.
I never thought I'd see you here again. Why are you still free?
Dr. Honor made sure that I was set free. He needed my help. What do you want?
I don't remember you, but I'm guessing it wasn't good.
What is your purpose here?
I helped Dr. Honor to understand the research of my former master. He's the one who became his successor.
I do hope that he doesn't use the same methods.
Of course not.
What about your other colleagues? What's become of them?
They felt guilty. They stopped their experiments and returned to Al-Sad.
Good.
What do the other scholars think of Dr. Asili, now that his actions have been revealed for all to see?
Most still admire him greatly. He was the greatest amongst us, you know? They didn't witness what was happening in the lab, and they have little interest in the natives. For them, the main problem is political, given that the war against the rebels cost us dearly. Until they understand the horrors that happened there, they will not have any moral issues.
Cool.
Are you prepared to testify against Dr. Asili?
I would like to say no. You had me thrown in prison, and without Dr. Honor's intervention, I would still be there. But I can't stop thinking about what we did in that laboratory. I think only by testifying will I ease my conscience.
Good.
Thank you. Your story could change the outcome of this trial. I discovered this strange powder in one of the laboratory's chests. Do you know what it is?
I did see the doctor using it once or twice, but I don't know what it is. But I can study it for you if you want. I have the tools that will allow me to do so here.
So, what is it?
It is a quintessence of black blood. Probably created using the blood of numerous patients. The doctor managed to harness the very concept of the Malachor in this powder. A single pinch ingested by someone would be enough for them to be afflicted by the disease. With the quantities that you brought me, hundreds of people could be contaminated. It's terrifying. I cannot believe Asili would do such a thing. Here.
Purposefully
these are
infect
my
people with
notes.
a Malachor?
I wrote down all the details of my experiments, as well as my conclusions.
Thank you. I will relay them to the prosecutor. I must leave you. What she saw working alongside Asili obviously upset her. She will make an excellent witness.
Yes, she will. I still don't remember though, but I'm guessing it wasn't good, whatever we stopped her with. It's just because, like, I noticed these quests are a little bit repetitive at times. In that they have a lot of the same story elements.
Doctor
Honor, what do you want?
What is your role and what is your research topic?
I'm in charge of the Governor's laboratories. My main research concerns the Malachor, of course. Above all, we searched for a way to reduce the suffering of the sick.
What were you looking for?
Now that we have access to my colleague Asili's work, it gives us hope of finding a cure.
So the crimes he committed while conducting his work do not concern you?
He will be judged for that. But it would be a shame for him to have done all this for nothing.
What do you think of Dr. Asili now that you've learned how he conducted his research?
Well, obviously the few excesses he has conceded himself are unfortunate. but he remains the greatest
Jeez.
scientist that the Alliance has ever known. His work has had a profound effect on science. It seems quite unfair to me to reduce his life's work just to what he has done lately.
If I understand correctly, you will be one of his defenders.
Naturally. I don't deny that he made a terrible mistake, but he meant well. And he was
Oh, he
probably
meant
acting on
well.
behalf of our
Oh, that
helplessness
excuses
to combat
everything
the
then.
Malichor.
Yeah, he meant well, guys. He meant well. That excuses everything, of course. Obviously. It doesn't mind that he tortured people, caused unsufferable pain to people. Never mind that he has no remorse for what he did. Never mind that he has no emotions towards other human beings whatsoever. No, he meant well. Therefore, he gets a free pass. He meant well. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Would you agree to speak at the trial? Your influence could be crucial.
Oh, but I already intended to give a statement. His lawyer came to find me.
So you were ready to defend a man who used torture and murder to advance his research?
Indeed, because I think the entire work of a scientist should not be judged on a single mistake. It is obvious that he should not have used such methods, but Asili has never been very political. I doubt he understood the implications of his actions.
So
Yeah,
you're
let's put
saying
him
the
under
only
torture. That's a good
problem
idea.
In this case is political.
Essentially, yes. The war he nearly caused could have been expensive for our governor and the city. But let's not fool ourselves. No tears will be shed over the fate of a few of those bloodthirsty savages.
Oh my god. Stop making excuses, you piece of shit. Stop making excuses for your other piece of shit friend.
What interest do you have in defending Dr. Asili? You have obviously taken his place since his arrest. I understand that you admired him a lot, but under his tutelage you could not really impose your own ideas. Well, now you finally have a chance to leave your own mark on history.
You are not wrong, but I find it rather unlikely that he will be sentenced.
I have gathered a lot of damning evidence against him, and with your testimony,
I could finally publish my research on fountain contamination. Very well, you've convinced me. I will now testify for the prosecution. It is true that it's time to turn the page and leave his cruel methods behind.
Yes.
Thank you, Doctor. Dr. Honor is an influential scholar. His testimony would convince the judges.
Alright. We don't even need the Knott's testimony, but let's go get it anyways. Tie up loose ends. God. This whole place is dirty. This whole place deserves to be torn down. And San Mateas. And it seems like the merchant congregation is the only one that hasn't done anything horribly wrong to the natives. But even then, like the most we did was not allow a guy to set up shop. What the? What is going on here? Why are the Knots attacking you? And why are the guards attacking you?
Thanks to you. These people wanted to kill me.
Why?
I certainly wanted to prevent you from testifying at the doctor's trial.
The doctor will be judged. I suppose you'd like me to testify about how we suffered.
Indeed. If you do not fear another attempt on your life by these men.
Don't worry. I won't put up with intimidation. From now on, my people will watch over me until I can testify. And I intend to witness the execution of our torturer. You can count on me.
Thank you. Your word will be crucial during the trial.
That's good to hear. This Dr. Asili has friends in very high places, apparently. Alright. Oh, and we have to go out of town now, too. go talk to the survivors, the native survivors, and have them speak. This is a very long side mission. But I guess it also makes sense because it's like we've been waiting to do this side mission for a while. It's been something that's on my mind ever since I heard about that the Bridge Alliance was doing this to the natives. I figured we'd come to the side mission eventually to stop it from happening because it kept popping up all over the place. But we never actually did anything to stop it. And now we finally get to do something to stop it. And maybe this will make peace between the natives and the Bridge Alliance.
Hey! You are the Onol Menawi who freed us. We managed to reach Vikshadir.
They told me what you did for them, Renaikse. Well done. I was able to give them the care they needed. Some wounds will take time to heal, but they are safe thanks to you.
I'm happy to see that they're better.
But you didn't come here for that, did you?
No, I came to ask for your help. The doctor who captured and tortured you is about to be tried for his crimes. He has a lot of support among his people. He is a respected man despite what he did. If we don't have testimony from some of his victims, he will surely be released.
You'll have our words. We'll go to the Grand City and tell our story.
Good.
And the mad lion will die for causing so much harm to our people.
Yes,
May the earth
good.
engulf him. You can return to Hikmet. I'll make sure they get there in good health.
Thank you, Tiana.
Thanks, Mev.
And thank you all. I blame myself for forcing these poor people back to the city where they've suffered so much.
My people are strong and proud. They will not be afraid to speak in front of your judges for justice.
Good. This is gonna be so satisfying. Just like whenever we were kicking Order Luminous out of town, that was so incredibly satisfying. This is so incredibly satisfying too. Not as satisfying as the Order Luminous, because that's how much I hate religion. But it's still satisfying. This is still going to be satisfying to see him go down. In this way, we get to say that we gave him a fair trial. So we're the good guys now. Oh, not going there. We're going to the attorney's office.
You have returned, Your Excellency. Do you have any news on our matter?
A Nort victim of Dr. Asili agreed to testify at the trial.
Excellent. This kind of testimony will certainly rattle his defense.
The islanders will testify at the trial. Their injuries will surely convince the judges.
Indeed. But do bear in mind that the islanders are not highly regarded in Hikmet.
I managed to convince the scientists in the governor's laboratory to speak in our favor.
Excellent. These are not direct witnesses, but if they denounce the doctor, we are sure to be heard.
I even got a testimony from one of Dr. Asili's colleagues.
Perfect. That will convince our scientists, and you know how important they are in Hikmet.
Afra, one of Dr. Asili's former students, has agreed to testify.
Excellent. This woman is very respected by the governor. Her statement will carry a lot of weight.
An alchemist studied the powder that we found in the laboratory. Apparently, it's some kind of concentrate made from the blood of several patients with the Malachor. It seems that less than a pinch of this powder is enough to contaminate whoever consumes it. There's enough here to make a small town sick.
A terrifying thought. I will add the analysis and this powder to the evidence on record. You have gathered overwhelming evidence. The defense will have a hard time saving the accused.
Good.
I think we can go to trial with confidence now.
Sounds good to me.
Will the trial begin soon?
It seems to be the right time. Excellent investigation work. I think we have every chance of winning.
Yay.
Where will the trial be held?
At the palace. I regret to inform you that you will not be able to attend.
What?
However,
I asked to.
I'm sure the governor will keep you informed of the outcome of the proceedings.
But I asked to be a
Madame,
part of it.
congratulations. The trial was exemplary. Asili's madness was exposed to the entire world. And you have demonstrated the horror of his methods.
Thank you, Excellency. But all praise should be showered upon Lady de Sade. The evidence she supplied was irrefutable.
It was necessary that you hear the victims, in order to understand the extremities to which your science has taken you.
Come now. One cannot conclude that science was guilty here.
Not science, but the savants were. It is never right to set aside humanity in the name of the common good. No knowledge justifies killing or torture.
Your words are wise, and I promise to remember them.
You have not always shown yourself a man of impeccable judgment, Excellency.
No,
We
he
are
hasn't.
all, from time to time, victim of our own blind enthusiasm, that is true. But this trial has shaken my usual resolve. It may very well change the course of history.
Good. It better. Because I'm all for science. I'm all for ethical science. If it's ethical science, then yes, let's fund that shit to the roof. Let's give all the money to ethical science and progress humanity into the future. And get out of these old ways. But it has to be ethical, though. That's the thing. It has to not... Ooh.
Are you certain that you want to attend this?
I do not want to attend. I must.
Dr. Asili, you have been found guilty of all accusations brought against you. In consequence, the Bridge Alliance Tribunal condemns you to death. Do you have any final words?
You treat me like a monster. But how many times have you stayed your own hand? So close to the goal to finally find a remedy, you would have done as I. What do a few lives mean when the future of all humanity hangs in the balance?
Fuck
you
you.
are nothing more than idiots, incompetents, and you, Baron, are the greatest hypocrite of all. You know that I am right.
Executioner, earn your pay.
You know that I am right.
De Sade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
Alright.
I must leave you.
Sweet. Now we can continue on with the main quest. I didn't enjoy seeing him die. I don't think that was the answer. Especially since he tortured people, therefore I think it's more of a torture for him to stay alive, rotting in a prison cell, to left to his own madness. That's more of a torture than a quick death. He got off easy, in my opinion. And I still don't believe in the death penalty. That's why I didn't want to watch it, because I don't like that he died. I wanted him to rot in prison. Alright, Mother Cardinal, we're here to clean up your mess, yet again. Should we bring Petrus? We should bring Petrus. Actually, you know what? No, fuck it. I've decided against it. Because we don't need Petrus for this quest. We don't need him. How many camps are we missing? So we're missing literally just one camp. In Swinbar. Just one camp is being missed. Maybe there's another side mission. Oh, I'm sure there's another side mission.
Lady de Sade, seeing you is a genuine relief.
Your emissary informed us that you were in need of our help.
Indeed. She must have told you that we were being attacked. We are sustaining the relentless assaults of furious animals, which some people believe to be sent by the demons of the island.
Some people? So you're not certain that's the case?
We were mistaken when we thought them responsible for the Malikor. I became more cautious. But no matter where these attacks come from, our men are becoming exhausted. One of our outposts to the east has sent us a distress message. They won't hold much longer. I beg you, you must go to their aid. Maybe they can help you find out where these beasts come from.
I will go there to meet them. I hope to make it in time.
I am infinitely grateful, Your Excellency. You have proved your efficiency many times already. I am certain you will put an end to this.
Oh, we will.
I must leave you.
Because we're awesome.
Naturally, Your Excellency.
Okay, let's go free up an outpost. Relieve them of their worries. And it doesn't look like there's another side mission tied to this. Blue bloods? I'm a green blood, thank you very much. Get your colors right.
Glad to see you, my friend. Can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
You shouldn't stay here. We're sustaining terrible attacks. The animals appear to be crazy. They already killed several of my soldiers.
We're here to help you.
Are you the backup? We were starting to lose hope. I must admit that I was praying for more soldiers, but any help is welcome. We're under attack every night, and we've already lost a lot of men. At this rate, we won't survive another night.
Don't worry. We'll do everything in our power to make sure that you do.
You still have some time to prepare before these beasts attack again.
Good thing it's already nightfall.
All right. Let's wait.
Ready, weapons? There they are!
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Watch out! Grenade!
I'll bet you this black smoke coming off of them is the Malachor. I know I probably already said that, but I'm saying it again. I thought you died. Oh, he died now. More? Okay. Bring him on.
Lay down your arms. There are others. A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go. Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
You don't say. Deceitful.
We have succeeded.
Yay.
Bravo, soldiers. We have resisted. Thank you, Excellency. I do not know what would have happened had you not helped us.
Yes, you do. Because we are awesome like that.
Thanks for your help. You are an extraordinary fighter.
I doubt this was as straightforward as that.
The outpost would have undoubtedly fallen tonight.
If these attacks are always this violent, even with our support, it won't hold much longer. We must uncover the origin of these attacks.
I've thought about it, and I sent a few men 2 days ago in the hope that they would find out where the attacks came from. And first and foremost, why they are attacking. But I haven't heard from them since. I'm afraid I might have sent them to their death.
Could you at least tell me which way they went? I might be able to track them.
They followed a trail going north of a place the natives call the Woods of Lightning.
Thank you, officer. I will do everything in my power to find them. Until then, try to hold on.
You be careful. Goodbye.
Right. Time to move on.
I recognize this place. We aren't far from Vedlug. I hope it's just a coincidence.
You know what she thinks of Fear and I say. I hope she isn't behind those attacks.
I wouldn't be surprised if she were involved.
She's not.
Daedra might be involved.
It would not surprise me in the least.
She's not involved. This is just another of the same story as the Hikmet. The tall trees. This is the one where we don't have the camp at. I wonder if we can unlock the camp now. Let's see. Let's just travel there to see if we can unlock the camp, because it's the last camp. The very last camp that we haven't unlocked yet. Wait a minute. What? How did we get to this side? We're probably supposed to head this way anyways. Alright, cool. It would seem that we chose correctly in coming through the west road. Because now we can get to the camp that we couldn't get to before. Worth it. This was so worth it. I'm so glad we decided to do this. Oh. Yeah, we're one step ahead. Let's go back to the scouts. We're a step ahead of what we should be at. But we have all the camps unlocked now. That's all I wanted to do, was unlock all the camps.
Creature? It's a Nardaig Menaemon, isn't it? One of those mountain guardians.
Not pretty.
Its presence here isn't uncommon. It doesn't move. As if it was... Is it possible?
I don't think so. Or at least I never heard stories about this.
Take a potion if you want to
Crap.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
These guys are tough. There we go. Oops. Found the scouts.
This man will die if we don't do something about it.
Scout's notes. Investigating the beast's tracks led us to the area surrounding Vedlug. The heretics who live there must have sent them to attack us. We were wrong. The beast did not come from this village. We found more tracks much further, going towards the heart of the island. The trail leads further to the east, where there are more creatures and we can hear loud cries. This must be the source of the attacks. We saw a gigantic creature. It is calling the other beasts and sending them towards us. It is a genuine demon. We will attempt to neutralize it. Oh shit, did he die? He died. Whoops. I guess there's nothing that we could do. Oh well. Oh. Maybe we did do every side quest that there is to do. Except for the camp in Seraferdin one.
Bit of poison on my brain.
Oh, it's one of these guys. These guys are tough. They attack fast. Yeah, they attack real fast. Oh, that was close. Ah, shit. Ouch. Oh shit. Time for a health potion. Ouch. There we go.
This creature looks a lot like the one who was attacking Hikmet. and seems to be afflicted by the same disease. I'm certain that a human is behind this epidemic. These creatures wouldn't attack in such a coordinated manner if someone wasn't leading them.
Yeah. Where are we going to now? Find the origin of the creature's attacks. Oh, there's a person here. Oh no, that's Afra. Never mind. Haha. Okay, so what do I do? Keep on going, I guess? Find out the origin of the attacks. We did. Did the quest just not update? Do we have to move on, I guess? I don't understand. I guess let's go back to the Mother Cardinal and see if she has something to say. This quest might be bugged. Hopefully it's not bugged. That would really suck. Find out the origin of the creature attacks. Wonder what the Mother Cardinal has to say about all this. This isn't right. I'm taking a very long way to get there. A very long way. Taking the scenic route. Because I can. Actually, it's because I'm lost and I'm not bothering to look at the map. But whatever. Right, Mother Cardinal. Took care of your problem for you.
Your Eminence, I salute you.
Lady de Sardet, what can I do for you? You are back. I hear there are no more attacks. Once again, your help was a blessing. Did our troops survive?
There were some losses, but the outpost is still standing. And it is thanks to them that I was able to follow the creature's trail. The officer sent out a small party, hoping that they would be able to solve the problem.
Now that's a resourceful man. Did his initiative bear fruit?
His men died, alas. But following their tracks led me to the creature who was leading the animals. It resembled a Nardaig Menaemon, a mountain guardian. But it seemed like it was sick. Its skin was covered in stains and ulcers. And its behavior was different from the other guardians I've met.
Where could it have come from? And why did it send all these beasts after us?
I don't know, but someone must be behind all this. These attacks are too coordinated and too complex to be the work of some creatures.
You are a woman of great ingenuity. I have no doubt that you will solve this mystery. At any rate, I am extremely grateful for the help you have given us.
You're welcome.
Anything else?
Alright. Let's go back to New Serene.
I must leave you.
Naturally.
That's where we're going to now, right? Talk to Constantine about your worrisome discoveries. Sounds good to me. And we can turn in our camp quest too while we're at it. I wonder if we get any kind of special reward for the camp quest. Come on. There we go. So, do we go upstairs or we go upstairs? Thinking about the camp quest. Trying to remember where the advisor was, if he was downstairs or upstairs, and according to the quest marker, he's upstairs. So, let us go upstairs. You got it? We're going upstairs.
Sir de Corsilion.
Decidez, my young student. What can I do for you?
The mission you entrusted me with has made great progress.
Very well. Let's see. Oh, this is remarkable work. You explored the entire surface of the island. Well, almost. Congratulations. Thanks to you, our merchants and explorers will be able to reach the heart of this island safely. The prince will surely be very grateful for this. I know I am. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Yay. Got gold coins and a little bit of XP.
Looking forward to seeing you again, Sir de Corsilion.
So not much. Alright, cousin. We got some grim news for you. Explorer.
Constantine.
My adorable cousin. I am always happy to see you. What news do you bring?
We managed to solve the problem of the attacks on San Mateus.
Really? So, what was causing them?
The city and its outposts were being continuously attacked by animals. These beasts were led by a large creature that strangely resembled a mountain guardian.
This is the same creature which High King Vinbar turned into, isn't it?
Exactly. Except it looked sick and it didn't act like the High King did. It was calling the animals around it, and it seemed like it was transferring its disease to them before making them attack. I've never seen anything like it. And there's more. Hikmet was in a similar situation, do you remember?
Of course. Don't tell me that a Guardian was involved there as well.
Yes. The governor was convinced that the attacks were led by the islanders, and yet they were being attacked as well. And it was by their side that I fought the creature. That time it was a Nardaig Glenderman, a beach guardian, but it seemed just as sick. And it was also manipulating the animals to make them aggressive.
So, it would be some kind of epidemic affecting the Guardians. I don't see what we can do about it. Actually, I think you've already done what had to be done by eliminating those that were threatening our neighbors.
Perhaps. But I am certain that there is more to it than a simple epidemic.
Yeah.
These beasts attack in a coordinated fashion, which requires an intelligence that they don't have.
You're exaggerating, fair cousin. The attacks you thought were coordinated may just have been coincidental.
You may be right. But I can't help thinking that someone is behind all this.
Do you really believe that a Denegad would want to take over the island? Cousin, you know how much I respect you, but frankly, this doesn't seem very coherent. But I see it's already quite late. If you'll excuse me, fair cousin. Regrettably, I must leave you.
Where are you going?
Not very far, rest assured. But I have a small personal matter to take care of, you see. Don't be concerned. There's absolutely no risk. Use the opportunity to take some rest. You've really performed miracles recently. See you later.
That's it?
Why would he leave like that?
Yeah.
Guard, do you know where my cousin is going?
Sorry, Your Excellency. His Highness didn't tell me anything.
You are one of his bodyguards, aren't you?
I am, Your Excellency. But recently it has been difficult to force His Highness to accept our presence.
Recently? You mean this isn't the first time he's left without an escort?
I'm sorry, Your Excellency.
You'd better tell me everything.
But
Come on, I'm the legate.
I don't mean to be disrespectful towards him, but His Highness's behavior has been very peculiar recently. He sleeps very little and goes out alone almost every night.
And it didn't occur to anyone that I should be informed?
Well, His Highness had specifically ordered us not to tell you about it.
And where does he go? I thought the days when he used to go from tavern to tavern were over.
He doesn't go to taverns, Your Excellency. From what I know, he goes outside the city.
And you just let this happen?
Outside the city?
I've no idea. We saw him going north. That's all I know.
Listen, I know this matter is putting you in a difficult situation. You were supposed to protect my cousin wherever he went, but he refused and ordered you to keep your mouth shut. But Constantine is not just my governor. He's my cousin. I'm worried about him. He's already been abducted once when leaving the city. So if you know anything else...
I don't really know where he's going, Your Excellency. But I think I know where you could find out. When he doesn't leave the palace, he stays in his office for hours. He writes so much down in there that he could fill entire books. Here, I have the key. Take it. I hope you find His Highness and manage to make him see reason.
I don't like this at all. What could he be doing outside every night?
He never was very reasonable, but it is true that these walks at night are rather suspicious.
Ever since he became Onol Manawi, he has become even stranger than he was before.
I'm starting to believe that the revelations of Enon Millefrictaman had some truth to them. Let's rummage through his papers. We may find a clue.
Alright guys, well I'm gonna save that for the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I've been lovely Miss Scarlet Fox. Please be sure to like the video, comment all the comments, subscribe to the channel, all that good shit. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.